Hey Louise, how are you going? It's nice to meet you. I'm Matt.
Hey Matt, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Well, we'll get into it. I'm your fitness professional today. Thanks for coming in the first place. Before we start any training, I'll take you through a quick pre-exercise screening. This helps me understand your fitness levels, your health levels, and your goals. And so this way I can keep everything safe and tailor things to your need. Then I'll also explain some fitness testing that we'll do after that. Does that sound all right with you?
Sounds good, thanks.
All right, we'll get into it.
Okay.
All right, so I've got your name there, I've got your age, your date of birth, so we can move on to our next thing. So have we previously had, or do we have a heart condition?
No.
No. Do we have a close relative who has died suddenly from a heart condition before the age of 50?
No.
Uncontrolled epilepsy or seizures?
No.
No. Fainting or dizzy spells with physical activity, exercise?
No.
Diabetes?
No.
Asthma attack in the last 12 months?
No.
Anaphylactic reactions of
No.
any sort? Surgery in the last month?
Nope.
Any other conditions that may require special consideration for you to exercise?
No. Pretty good.
Okay. And over the past 7 days, on how many times were you physically active for the total of 60 minutes per day?
Probably 3.
3, perfect. Yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'll whack your name in here. Perfect. I'll get you to sign that one for me. Whack in the date. Awesome. We can then progress to the next. Now we're going to move into our client needs analysis form.
Yep.
So I've already got your name down, got our date of birth, got your contact number, whether it's yours, parents, depending on our age, as we're 16, 17.
Yep.
We're cleared to engage in structured exercise programs. We're based around 180 minutes of exercise at the moment. No referral required. So now we're just going to quickly touch on your physical activity history. So how many minutes per week do you reckon you're doing physical activity? Or how many sessions per week at the moment, would you say?
So 3 sessions, 3 to 4.
3 to 4
maybe.
sessions.
Yep.
And how many minutes around a day each?
Try to go close to the hour, 45 to an hour.
Yeah, awesome. And what do these look like? Do these look like netball? Do they look like gym, running, swimming? What do they look like for you?
So netball training,
Perfect.
bit of walking, and I swim as well.
Awesome. Busy lifestyle,
Yep.
so young. And your current physical activity at the moment, what's that looking like right at the moment? So not in the history, as we just talked about, right at the moment. What's your week look like?
So I do netball training twice a week.
Yeah.
So that's like 45 minutes each time. And I try to go for a 30 to 40 minute swim once a week.
Perfect. So it's about 3 to 4 sessions, around 200 minutes. Awesome. So we've got netball, running, swimming. Any other things in that, or is that our main forms of exercise?
Run/walk. So I do
Perfect.
both. Yeah.
And I'm assuming these are still going to be your general preferences.
Yeah.
So we got netball in there. We've got running. Any other general preferences that I might not have?
No, that's probably it.
Awesome. And preferred session duration? You've touched on at all different kind of times. Is there anything in particular you like?
Definitely minimum 30.
Minimum 30?
Maximum 60.
Just actually in between there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. And now just thinking about some goals for yourself. Is there any particular goals that you might want to have that we can really work towards?
Yeah. So I really want to improve my cardio.
Cardio, perfect.
Yeah. And my power.
Yeah.
Yeah, for netball.
For
Really.
netball, awesome. So what we might do is we're going to turn this into a bit of a SMART goal. We'll really break that down. So we start with S, which is specific. So I'm thinking improve cardiovascular endurance and power throughout the netball off season, because it's off season at the moment, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, we're still training though.
Still training. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. So improve cardiovascular endurance and power throughout the netball off season. Now we look at measurable. These are things, how can we measure it? So I'm going to suggest we can measure this through fitness testing, which we'll go through in a little bit.
Yep.
So we can do things such as like a 3 minutes step test, our College Queens test, or a broad jump test, which we'll get into these later. So that's how we can measure that.
Yeah.
So So we measure that through fitness testing. Awesome. Achievable. I ask you, do you think this is achievable to improve these things?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We're young, we've got so much more room to grow. Now we look at realistic. We're trying to touch on, you play netball, this is a realistic goal, this is something you're working towards.
Definitely.
If we've got room to improve, that means it's clearly realistic. Yeah. Awesome. And then we're looking at a time frame now. So how long until netball season starts? Is it still about 8 to 10 weeks kind of away?
I think it's 8.
8 weeks?
Yep.
All right. So we're looking at a time frame of about 8 weeks, a couple months, gives us a good base, and we'll really try to improve those things over the next 2 months, 8 weeks. Kind of. Perfect.
Sounds good.
Perfect. So now we've got our specific goal, which is improve cardiovascular endurance and power throughout the netball off season through fitness testing over a period of 8 weeks. Sorry.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for being honest with all of that.
Yep.
Now what we'll do is we're going to get into some fitness testing. So we'll leave this room and we'll get into some fitness testing outside.
Yep.
I'll explain each test before we do it. You can opt out at any time, so we don't want to do this as long as you're comfortable. The testing will give me a much better understanding of where you're at on your fitness journey already and what it's going to look like moving forward.
Yep.
We'll complete a flexibility test, a muscular endurance test, a skill test, and a cardiovascular test to ensure we're getting different types of results, and then using these to adjust our training methods and exercise programs. How's that all sound?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Sounds good. All right, we'll jump into that.
Cool.
We'll head on outside. Thank you.
No worries.